Okay, let me just preface this by saying this is not the PB run. This is not the 10-minute run here. And the reason for that is I actually didn't record my PB run, which is so sad. And this is a different run. This is like a 12-minute run, and it just ends up being kind of like nice. So this is what I'm gonna be using for the commentary. But basically, I hit a sub 11. It was like a 1050 or something. A really awesome run. I'm still so happy about it. But on that day, I actually wasn't recording, and the reason is I was on a massive loss streak, and I mean like a horrible loss streak. Like I was almost Emerald 2. I think I was at like 1,200 something elo, like 270, something around that number. And I just kept losing. I lost so many games. I went down to like almost gold 1. I was in gold 2, so it was a really difficult day. I really didn't feel like speedrunning. The mental was terrible, and I wasn't recording, which I normally do. So, and then out of nowhere, this 10-minute run just happens. Like, I'm just playing a seed. It ends up being like a really normal seed. I think it was like a desert temple and a treasure bastion. I enter around the 2-minute mark, and I just get to the bastion, do a normal treasure route, and I can see the fortress, and it just ends up being such a fast bastion route. Like, I'm entering the fortress at 5 minutes 30 seconds, and then somehow it actually takes me a long while to get my first few rods and actually be done with the fortress split. But then I exit the nether, I do my blind, it ends up being okay. Yeah, I'm just heading to the stronghold after that, and I actually didn't realize just how fast the run was, like the entire time. I was just so logged in, not really paying attention to the time. But once I get to the stronghold, I think that is when I realized just how fast it was. And I'm just looking at the stats now. I entered the stronghold at 9 minutes 14 seconds, and I entered the end at 9:50. And I do a 0 cycle, which I'm so happy about, because, as I said like in a previous commentary, I tended to not go for a lot of 0 cycles, especially when I'm nervous, but I'm so glad I went for it in this run. I hit it successfully, ends up being like a 1-minute end split, and W. It's a 10:49 finish. That is my PB, and look at me just absolutely ruining this portal build here. Complete tweaker. But yeah, it ends up being a good run, and that gives me 17 elo, because I think my opponent was like much lower elo than me. Oh yeah, and I ended up hitting 1,067 elo. I'm not even making a bid. You know what? Since that is pretty much it for that run, let's actually talk about the whole 6-7 thing that's going on. Okay, bear with me here. I know this is a very emotional and very controversial topic to talk about. I might actually get cancelled here. Very political, if you will. Can we just say, like, the 6-7 thing has gone so out of hand? Like, I've seen it happening in class now. We, like, in college, I have, like, this kind of, like, freshman class, like, introductory class, where you basically have to kind of just like meet with your professor and your advisor and just get stuff going, just figure out how to live life and do stuff academically. So we were tasked with this assignment to make like as bad an email as possible, and then we had to fix the email using the tips we learned in class and make it more professional. Which, first of all, like, who cares, man? Like, really, how many emails are we gonna be writing? Like, it's 2025, bro, come on. But yeah, I guess emails are still used for businesses and for work and whatnot. I don't know. I'm unemployed. But yeah, we end up cooking the most abomination of an email that you can imagine. We're basically in groups. The whole class is divided into groups. And me, along with the rest of my group, cook up an absolute brain rot email. It is terrible. We're using words like broski, cuh, fam, and even 6-7 is thrown around in there. It is crazy. We even put the little 6-7 gif in there. Like, it was bad. It was bad. And then it comes time to present, And the entire class has done the same thing. Everyone has cooked up the most brain rot email you can imagine. And the professors had to read those out loud. They had to read our emails in class. And you can just imagine how much fun that was for a bunch of two brain cell students to actually go ahead and listen to the professor say 6-7 and "ka" and "broski" like 50 times in class. It was a fun experience for sure. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like everywhere you go now, it's like you just see these memes pop up, and it gets me thinking about like how meme culture has evolved so much recently. Like growing up, like memes was just like funny pictures of SpongeBob, right? And I'm not even that old. I'm not Unk, but I swear that's what things used to be, and now it's just like the most brain dead thing you can imagine. And I love it. You know, like I ain't complaining. I think it's funny, but yeah, it's just crazy how far some of these memes have gone. But yeah, this is a really chopped Bastion coming back to the run. You saw just how much I struggled with actually starting the route with those piglins being present there. It's pretty bad. It's not a fun Bastion. I think I ended up taking like almost 3 minutes in this Bastion. Or maybe like even a little longer, I'm actually not sure, but it ends up being quite a while. But yeah, we should be getting out of here very soon, as I'm wrapping up my my brain rot rant. But let's just stop. Let's just stop with the entire 6-7 thing, please. Let's move on. We should create something new, right? Right? Maybe not. I don't know. Do what you want, okay? If you enjoy 6-7, I'm not gonna bully you for it. It's up to you. What else can we talk about? Another really cool thing that happened recently, I guess, in terms of speedrunning, is I was watching that No Fear stream where he ends up getting a 438 Stronghold RSG, which is, like, it just boggles my mind that we're coming to the point where sub 6 RSG is starting to look more and more possible. Like, Infume just hit, like, sub 6 ranked, and technically, like, that could happen in an RSG run. Like, ranked is just, like, better RNG RSG, I guess. That's tough to say. Better luck RNG, I guess. So, like, that could happen in an RSG run, and, like, a sub 6 would just be ridiculous. Or like No Fear just entering the stronghold at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. It's just crazy, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. It's cool to see speedrunning progressing in this way, and I think RSG needs a lot more attention again. I think people are starting to enjoy RSG a little bit more. I've always wanted to like grind RSG a little bit, but I don't know. I just don't have like the mental for it, I guess. As I've said in like a previous video as well, RSG is a lot of work. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of dedication, and I've just not been putting that in. Yeah, right here I end up blinding. I got a little scared building a portal when I misplaced the obby. It ends up being okay. It's not too bad. I still haven't fixed my little recording of the eye zoom and whatnot. I need someone to tell me how to do that. I was actually thinking, speaking of like eye zoom and stuff, I was thinking of making a tutorial on speedrunning, like a beginner's guide on how to speedrun. But the thing is, like, I'm not sure, first of all, if I'm prepared yet to actually like tell people how to speedrun, because I'm quite a beginner myself. Like, I have some decent times, like a sub 11 and stuff, but I'm nowhere near being like a really good speedrunner or anything of that sort. But I think I could still probably make a beginner's guide, just for like, you know, absolute new players to speedrunning. And I think I can make like an interesting video about it. I feel like I could do that. So do let me know if you'd like to see that. If you would like to watch like a beginner's guide to speedrunning. I mean, I actually don't know if there's like gonna be much of an audience for that on YouTube anymore, because Kuriway released that Metafy guide, which is really, really good for speedrunning. Like, if you're a beginner speedrun, I see this question on like Reddit a lot, and like the MCSR subreddit. I see a lot of people asking like, hey, I'm new to speedrunning, like, where do I start? How do I learn? Like, it's really, 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 like, easy now because of Kuriway's Metafy guide. It's a free guide that he's made, and it is completely comprehensive. Everything you need to know about speedrunning is in there. Even if you're like an advanced player, you can probably pick up on a lot of tips. So do check that out if you're a beginner, or if you're an advanced player. Just check it out. It's good. It's very good. But if you'd much rather like watch, you know, a full-on YouTube video for everything, I would love to make one. I mean, there's a bunch of tutorials already, like Ashike's Zero Cycle Guide, Wreckcraft's Speedrunning Guide. There's a bunch of stuff, but if you'd rather have something a little different, then maybe I could make one. I don't know. I might just do it anyways. Who cares, right? It's fun. It's fun making speedrunning videos. I think there's also like some parts of speedrunning that just aren't explained super well in many tutorials, kind of like pearl clipping during a zero cycle when it's caged. Like, I feel like there could be more tutorials on that. I mean, I guess most of that is covered in like zero cycle tutorials, but I think a little bit more attention could be paid to like how to do pearl clipping in particular. Also, like, I know which areas are hidden, like in the stronghold, but I keep checking like every single corner for some reason, even though I know that it's not a hidden. I need to like get rid of that habit, but here I end up finding the portal room. It takes me a little while, and I actually, yeah, this ends up being a zero cycle as well. I just completely forgot. I'm just so happy that I'm going for a lot more zero cycles. It makes me happy that I'm actually pulling them off now consistently. But yeah, I think I just made some smart decisions this run, like making that golden apple and making that bow, which I didn't forget this time like I always do. Although I didn't get to use it because I had no arrows, but hey, at least I crafted it. I think I did some pretty smart things, but so much to improve. I'm like grinding speedrunning every day to an extent, as much as I can, and it's been so much fun. But you know, I guess let's enjoy the zero cycle, and that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. Bye. W speedrun right there. That's good. It's clean.